Okay, we're mic on. Hi, everybody. We're back. Yes, we're back. Now, we're going to take a look at the second category while I set my timer. The second category of irregular, or rather of verbs in the past tense, and these happen to be a group of verbs that are in the past, unlike the last thing we just did, which were the regular verbs in the past, and we had a regular grid in the past. Well, we do have an irregular grid in the past for what we call stem verbs. Now, here's how stem verbs work. They do have their own set of endings, but this is where you get a little bit of a trick. We call them stem verbs because you don't just take off the A-R-E-R-I-R and add an ending. We call them stem verbs because they've got one added little step there. Now, for example, let's take the verb tener, okay? Tener. That means to have. Now, if this were a regular verb in the past, what we would do is we'll take off the ER. Okay, so we're left with, well, let's say I had. So we could say yo, T-E-N-E-R. Oh, I see. Yeah, this is easy. We'll take off the ER. Good. And then we'll add O, our ending here. Very good. Yo tene. That. Luke, I am your father. That is incorrect. Okay. No, don't do that. Don't do it. All right, here we go. Now, here's what we got. Because this group of verbs, they're the stem verbs in the past, okay? They've got an added step. Here's how that works. We know that the verb tener has a stem that it takes. And the stem that it takes is tuv, T-U-V. That's the stem. This is the added trick. So, if you want to say I had, you don't start with tener necessarily. Well, you know that you're using the verb tener. You know you're using it. But what you got to do is this. Think this way. Let's see. I had. Okay. All right. Okay. I had a Coke. All right. Let's do this. Yeah, I had a Coke. All right. You know that your verb tener is what you want. It means to have. I had una Coca-Cola. All right, what am I going to do? Tener, as you know from looking at your notes, tener has a stem. And this is what it does. The stem for tener is T-U-V. So you start with the T-U-V and then you add an ending. So for example, yo. Now you have an ending. T-U-V is your stem. So when you want to say tener, in the past, you don't start with this and take off that. You just start with the stem, T-U-V, and then you put on your ending. That's what that's all about. So I had is going to be yo tuve. You had a Coke. Oh, man, you had a Coca-Cola? You had a Coca-Cola? Mm-hmm. Well, what's that all about? All right. Now we've got you. Tu. What do we start with? We start with our stem, T-U-V. Aha. Tu. Now I got to have an ending. Now these endings are different from your regular endings. They have their own little set of endings right here. So if you want to say you had, what ending are you going to use? I can hear you out there. Yeah. You use iste. So you're going to say tu tuv iste. Oh yeah, you had a Coca-Cola. How about, hey, y'all had a Coca-Cola? Tell me the truth. Y'all had a Coca-Cola. That's right. Y'all had a Coke. So we've got ustedes. We start with the stem and not with tener. Okay, you know what it is. Somebody say it. Ustedes tuvieron. Ustedes tuvieron una Coca-Cola. Yeah. All right. Now, there's other verbs that take stems also. We'll go through a few of them since you have the concept down. All right? How about this? What about the verb estar, like the location verb, estar? We're talking about, let's talk about location, all right? How about this one? My friend, mi amigo. Now, in the present, we would say está en, mi amigo está en Nashville. Oh, yeah, my friend is in Nashville. That's in the present, but now I want to put it in the past. So what have I got to do? I go to the stem, because this happens to be one of those unusual verbs that actually takes a stem, and you don't just take off the A or E or I R, you start with the stem. So we've got mi amigo, that's a he or a she, okay? Either way, it could be a he or a she. Well, if it's an amigo, then we know it's a guy. If it's amiga, mi amiga, we know it's a girl, okay? So forget what I just said there, okay? All right. Let's not tell anybody about this, okay? That was on my part. All right, now, my friend is in Nashville. What if I want to say my friend was in Nashville? Not anymore, but he was in Nashville. Well, now what are we going to do? Okay, we know that we're using the verb estar. Estar has the stem E-S-T-U-V. That's the stem. So what am I going to do? My amiga, my friend, mi amiga, E-S-T-U-V, I got to put an ending in there. Well, my friend could be he or it could be she, but I am going to use this ending because these are the stem irregular past endings. I use the O. So I say, mi amiga estuvo en Nashville. My friend was in Nashville. Oh, that's not so bad. Okay, very good. I don't think it is either. All right. Now, how about the verb, let's see. I want, man, I want a Jeep, okay? So in the present, you know it's yo quiero un Jeep. I want a Jeep. But we're going to use it in the past, and it happens to be a stem ending. Now, we know that this verb, querer, all right, querer, all right, that's one of those stem verbs. Okay, so you don't take the ending off and add another set of endings on. If you look at your notes, you go, whoa, the verb querer, to want, in the past, takes a stem. So the stem irregular past, not ending, those are over there, for querer is quis. Q-U-I-S, okay, quis, aha. So I start with yo, okay, yo quis un Jeep. I wanted a Jeep. Now, make note of the fact that when I do this in the preterite verb tense, I'm saying, I wanted a Jeep, but not anymore. All right? If I say, oh yeah, I wanted a Jeep, but maybe I still do, that's another verb tense, don't worry about it. But I'm just saying, yeah, I wanted a Jeep, yeah, but not anymore. But I wanted one. All right, yo, Q-U-I-S, and the I, go to the grid. Yeah, yo quise un Jeep. Yeah, yo quise un Jeep. Excellent, all right. Let's take another verb, the verb decir. Okay, that is to say or to tell. To say or to tell. It has an irregular stem. That stem is D-I-J. All right, now this one gets kind of funky, but let's not make it complicated. The irregular stem is D-I-J, and I want to say, hey man, you said no. Don't you remember? I'm telling you, you said no. That's what we're going to say in Espanol. You said no. The verb I'm working with is decir. It has an irregular stem. You said, we're not starting with that, we're starting with the D-I-J. Now we got to have an ending, all right? Got to have an ending. To D-I-J, what? Now what do I do? Now what do I do? Well, you go to your endings for your irregular stems over here. Tú dijiste. Tú dijiste. Tú dijiste. Very good. Very good. All right, let's do another one. I erased that too fast. Sorry about that. Okay, now, just go back and pause the YouTube, okay? Quit whining. All right, look at this. How about the verb to put? All right, there's another stem one. To put. All right, we have the verb poner. Now, poner in the past has an irregular stem, P-U-S. Stop it. Okay, now, poner, P-U-S. That's the irregular stem. Now, let's say that John put the car in the garage. John put the house, he put the car in the garage. So we've got Juan. Now, we know that the stem for put is P-U-S. So we're going to do that. All right, how about this one? Well, what have we got? We've used our stem, John, P-U-S. No. Well, John is the same as he. So we're going to use this ending. John puso el carro en el garaje. Okay? John puso el carro en el garaje. Now you're getting the hang of it. Very good. Very good. All right, let's do one more fast one. One more fast one. Let's see. What have we got? What's another good one? Let's say, oh man, why can't I think of anything right now? Probably, oh yeah. Okay, how about this one? All right, the verb to bring, all right? T-R-A-E-R, traer, to bring. How about this one? We brought hot dogs to the picnic. Yeah, yesterday we brought hot dogs to the picnic. So we're going to say we brought, just we brought. Now the stem for traer is T-R-A-J. Okay, okay. Are you happy now? Are you happy now? All right, T-R-A-J, how much time? Good. All right, we know that that's the stem. So when we say, oh yeah, well, we brought hot dogs, we've got nosotros. All right, now we have our stem, T-R-A-J, and we go over here to our stem irregular past endings. That's all its separate little category, okay? And we have our T-R-A-J. We didn't just say, oh, we'll take off the ER, start with that. No. For this category, you start with the stem T-R-A-J. All right, and the we, brought, we. What's our ending? I-M-O-S, trajimos. Very good, okay? Very good. Nosotros trajimos los perros calientes al picnic, okay? All right, a little Spanglish there. Y'all, that's essentially it. Now, there's one more category of verb left. We're not going to have time to go over right now. The last category of verb are ones that are so weird that it's just, they're three verbs. They're totally weird. And so in my classes, I just have a little note on the bottom, a little grid that says, oh, never mind. You know, the more you use them, the more you'll figure them out. And we'll go over that another day, all right? Those three verbs happen to be ser, ir, and dar, which is to be, to go, and to give. All right? Don't worry about it. We'll explain those. All right? We'll get there. Thank you, everybody, for coming. The preterite is a really complicated verb tense. In my classes, if you use what I call your purple sheet, whatever color it is, orange, yellow, it depends. Every year it's different. Okay? Do use that. And if you learn how to use that, then what the takeaway is to do these kind of verbs. You don't take off A, R, E, R, I, R, and add endings. You start with the stem, and you add these endings. If you can get that straight, you are going to be doing great. That's all I've got for now. Hasta mañana todos. Ciao.